Peter Thomas England, born the 9th of November 1993, is an English professional wrestler and promoter, currently working for WWE, the independent circuit in Europe, and occasionally the United States under the ring name Pete Dunne, where he is the current WWE United Kingdom champion in his first reign. He is also the current Progress World Champion in his first reign. Dunne began training for a career in professional wrestling at the age of 12 in 2005 and made his professional debut in 2007. Since then, he has worked extensively across the United Kingdom for promotions such as Progress Wrestling, Revolution Pro Wrestling, RPW, Insane Championship Wrestling, ICW, and Attack Pro Wrestling, Attack, a promotion he co-founded. In addition to the United Kingdom, Dunne has worked internationally in Germany with Westside Extreme Wrestling, WXW, the United States with Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, PWG, and Japan with Michinoku Pro Wrestling. Professional wrestling career training and early career, 2006 to 2011, Dunne began training in 2006 at the age of 12, originally under the tutelage of Steve Psycho Edwards at Phoenix Wrestling in Coventry, a short drive from his home city of Birmingham. Dunne has said that his early training under Edwards was limited, providing him with only the basics. Dunne's first appearance as a wrestler was at the 2007 Holbrooks Festival in Coventry, where he first met and wrestled Mark Andrews. He later trained for a short time under Max Angelus and began working on other small local shows, largely in community centers around Birmingham. Dunne competed as the Masked Tiger Kid until January 2010, when he began performing as Pete Dunne after losing a hair versus mask match to Helix at Riot Act Wrestling in Kent. He then began regularly performing in a tag team alongside his kayfabe brother, Damian Dunne. He spent most of his early career working for as many small independent promotions as possible, as well as regularly practicing with Mark Andrews and other friends, training in a repurposed boxing ring in a community center in Cardiff during the school holidays. Dunne began competing internationally and more regularly in 2011, competing for LDN Wrestling, traveling to Ireland for Dublin Championship Wrestling, Wales for Celtic Wrestling and Welsh Wrestling, and Scotland for PBW. Attack Pro Wrestling, 2011 to 2016, In a move to increase the number opportunities available to their group of friends, Dunne and friend Jim Lee co-founded Attack Pro Wrestling in 2011, arranging a weekend of shows in Pete's native city of Birmingham. On the first weekend of shows in August 2011, Dunne wrestled in a four-man tournament dubbed the Elderstein Invitational, in which he advanced to the final, before losing to Mark Andrews. The promotion would later expand to run shows primarily in Cardiff and Bristol, with Dunne an ever-present performer, primarily as a face, and often taking on his best friend Mark. Dunne later would become one of the promotion's primary heels, after unexpectedly turning on Mark at Mandrews Goes to America in January 2015, a show themed as a farewell event to Mark upon his signature of a contract with TNA Wrestling. From mid-2015 to 2016, Dunne held the Attack 24/7 championship for an unprecedented 307 consecutive days, over which time he feuded with Eddie Dennis and Wild Boar simultaneously for the title. He would eventually lose the belt to referee Shea Purser, which acted as the beginning of a lengthy feud with Attack's co-founder and ring announcer, Jim Lee. Pete's spell as a performer in Attack Pro Wrestling concluded on the 20th of November 2016, when he lost a 5 vs 5 elimination match against a team captained by Jim, with the stipulation that the losing team captain had to leave Attack Michinoku Pro Wrestling, 2013 Dunne spent 3 months touring with Japanese promotion Michinoku Pro Wrestling in 2013, teaming with Jason LaRusso to defeat Bad Boy, Daichi Sasaki and Manji Maru, in his debut match, but losing to the Brahman brothers the next night. Dunne lost his next 2 matches on the tour, before defeating Ayumu Ginja in his first singles match in Japan. Dunne's final match on the tour took place on the 5th of May, when he and LaRusso were defeated by Yapper Man 1 and Yapper Man 2. Revolution Pro Wrestling, 2014, 2016 present, Dunne made his debut for Revolution Pro Wrestling on the 10th of May 2014, teaming with FSU, Mark Andrews and Eddie Dennis, to take on the Revolutionists, Shaw Samuels, Josh Bodum and Terry Frazier, in a losing effort. Dunne's next match was in January 2016 at Live at the Cockpit 5, first defeating El Ligero, and then Morgan Webster to win the RPW British Cruiserweight Championship. Dunne held the championship until July, successfully defending it against Webster, Sanjay Dutt, ACH, Mike Bailey and Matt Cross before dropping the championship to Will Ospreay at Summer Sizzler. Dunne also competed at Global Wars UK, losing to Yuji Nagata on Night 1 and Tomohiro Ishii on Night 2. On the 21st of January January 2017, Dunne lost to NJPW's Yoshihashi. Progress Wrestling, 2014, 2016 present. Dunne debuted in Progress at Chapter 13 on the 18th of May 2014, defeating Robbie X. 4 months later he returned to Progress, losing to Morgan Webster. Dunne was absent from Progress for 19 months after this, returning at Chapter 28 in April 2016, teaming with Damian Dunne to defeat Trent Seven and Tyler Bate. At Chapter 29, Dunne was involved in a qualifying match for WWE's Cruiserweight Classic tournament, losing to Jack Gallagher. At Chapter 30, Dunne competed in the first round of the Super Strong Style 16 tournament, but was eliminated in the first round by eventual runner-up Mark Haskins. At Chapter 33, Dunne turned on longtime tag team partner and kayfabe brother Damian Dunne, aligning himself with Trent Seven as British Strong Style. Dunne and Seven defeated the London Riots, James Davis and Rob Lynch, at Chapter 36 to win the Progress Tag Team Championships. At Chapter 39, by virtue of retaining their championships in a rematch against the London Riots earlier in the night, Dunne and Seven were entered in a 7-man elimination match for the vacant Progress World Championship. Dunne pinned Jimmy Havoc to become the new Progress World Champion after Tyler Bate came down to the ring and attacked Havoc, thus turning heel and aligning himself with Seven and Dunne. At Chapter 40, Dunne made his first successful defense of the championship, defeating Zack Sabre Jr. On December 16. Progress management forced Dunne and Seven to vacate the Progress Tag Team Championship after Dunne attempted to give his half of the Shield to Bate. Dunne lost by disqualification to Jimmy Havoc at Chapter 43, but the championship did not change hands. At Chapter 44, Dunne, Seven and Bate were defeated by Havoc, Mark Haskins and Morgan Webster in a 6-man tag team match. At Chapter 45, Dunne defeated Havoc in a no disqualification match for his 4th successful defense. At Chapter 46, he successfully defended the championship against Mark Andrews. Dunne defended the championship twice in Orlando, Florida during WrestleMania weekend, defeating Mark Haskins on the 31st of March and ACH on the 1st of April. At Chapter 47, Dunne, Seven and Bate put all of their championships on the line against Ringkampf, Axel Dieter Jr., Timothy Thatcher and Walter, in a 6-man tag team match, successfully retaining all of them. WWE, 2016 present, On the 15th of December 2016 it was revealed that Dunne would be one of 16 men competing in the 2-night WWE United Kingdom Championship tournament to crown the first ever WWE United Kingdom champion on 14 and the 15th of January 2017. Dunne defeated Roy Johnson in the first round, advancing to the quarter-finals and eventually the semi-finals where he defeated Sam Gradwell and Mark Andrews respectively to advance to the finals, where he lost to Tyler Bate. On the 22nd of February episode of NXT, Dunne made his NXT debut in a winning effort against Mark Andrews. On the 4th of April 2017 Dunne, and others who participated in the tournament, appeared on 205 Live. On the 7th of May 2017 Dunne defeated Trent Seven at a live event to become the new one contender for the United Kingdom Championship. Dunne then went on to defeat Bate at TakeOver Chicago to win the title for the first time. Personal life Dunne is a vegan. Defend indie wrestling Dunne, Mark Andrews, and Eddie Dennis are co-founders of Defend Indie Wrestling, a clothing line designed specifically for independent wrestling fans. Inspired by the Defend pop-punk message propagated by American band Man Overboard, the trio created the brand in 2011, producing t-shirts, hoodies, and other accessories. In wrestling Finishing moves. Bitter End, WWE, DT3, Drop Dead, Independent Circuit, Pump Handle Lift into a Reverse STO, Tiger Suplex. Signature moves. Crash Landing, Independent Circuit, X-Plex, WWE, Rolling Release Suplex, Cutter, Double Foot Stomp, Go to Europe, Fireman's Carry into a pop-up European Uppercut, Jackknife Powerbomb, Kneeling Reverse Pile Driver, Michinoku Driver 2, Superkick. Nicknames. Bruiserweight, Dynamite, YXB, Young and Bitter, Perfect, Pop Punk. Entrance themes. Can You Feel My Heart by Bring Me the Horizon, Saint, James Infirmary Blues by the White Stripes, as part of British Strong Style, Love is Blindness by Jack White, as part of British Strong Style, The Hessian by Val Ambrosa, Revolution Pro Wrestling, Young and Bitter by Hot Tag, Media Works, WCPW, WWE, Luchas de Puestas Record Championships and Accomplishments Forefront Wrestling, 4FW Junior Heavyweight Championship, 1 time, Alternative Wrestling World, a British Tag Team Championship, 1 time, with Damian Dunne, Attack, Pro Wrestling, Attack, 24/7 Championship, 5 times, Elder Stein Invitational, 2012, Fight Club, Pro Fight Club Pro Championship, 1 time. Infinity Trophy, 2015. Kamikaze Pro Relentless Division Championship, 1 time. Over the Top Wrestling No Limits Championship, 2 times. Pro Wrestling Kingdom Championship, 1 time. Progress Wrestling Progress World Championship, 1 time. Current Progress Tag Team Championship, 1 time, with Trent Seven. Revolution Pro Wrestling RPW British Cruiserweight Championship, 1 time. British Cruiserweight Title Tournament, 2016. Southside Wrestling Entertainment Young Tigers Cup, 2015. 7 Pro Wrestling 7 Pro Championship, 1 time. 7 Trifecta Trophy Tournament Westside Extra May Wrestling WXW Shotgun Championship, 1 time. WWE United Kingdom Championship, 1 time. Current references external links Pete Dunne on Facebook, Pete Dunne on Twitter, Pete Dunne on Instagram.